Now switching gears. As artificial intelligence continues to advance in both development and in use, society is contemplating the benefits of using it in our everyday lives. One area in which that is pertinent is in the classroom. With the launch of ChatGPT, the technology has become more accessible than ever. But questions remain on the benefits and risks of using AI in classrooms. For more on this, producer Catherine Rafferty spoke with educators about how they use AI in their classrooms.
¿Cómo están? ¿Todo bien? Sí. We're going to quickly review the story, make sure that we understood. And was anybody not here last Wednesday? You know Juriel, right? From the story? Vamos a conocerlo. I have him on the phone. You guys in groups are going to create 3 questions from Uriel, for Uriel, and then we're going to talk to him on the phone.
When ChatGPT 4 came out with this new feature where you can talk to it, verbally, it's not just text to speech, right? You're actually communicating with it. I thought of all these different ways that you could use it to practice your language skills. One of the ways that you can do that is by programming it to be a person.
En una escala de 1 a 2000, ¿cómo guapo eres y por qué?
Como personaje de una historia, no tengo una apariencia física definida, así que no podría ubicarme en una escala de guapura.
How can I make this something that's interactive? How can they interact with the story? And now we have the technology to do it.
Dan Edwards has been using ChatGPT to teach Spanish in both his high school and college classrooms since 2022. ChatGPT is a free AI chatbot developed by OpenAI and was released for testing to the general public in November 2022. Unlike previous AI chatbots that only respond based on predetermined prompts or commands, ChatGPT generates more human-like responses. But the machine's learning capabilities and potential uses have prompted concerns over how it could impact human learning.
When we started hearing about this, we're seeing it on TV, having conversations with our colleagues, we're thinking, what harm is this going to do, right? And how can we stop them from using it? And so I came into the school year afraid. But then, as a language teacher, this is something we've been dealing with forever because we have Google Translate, right? So for so many years, we've been just trying to figure out, is this their work? Is this not their work? And so I understand the fear that we're hearing from teachers in other departments. Why they need to know how to use it is because I think, number one, we're coming close to a time where everybody's going to be using it, right? And so they want to make sure that they're on the same starting level as everybody else.
In May, the U.S. Department of Education issued a report called Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Teaching and Learning. The department's report acknowledged the need to address AI in education now, noting that AI may enable achieving educational priorities in better ways at scale and with lower costs. But there is system-level risk and anxiety around the scale of possible unintended or unexpected consequences. In New York, the State Board of Regents adopted the Computer Science and Digital Fluency Standards in 2020, and they are currently being implemented in schools. The standards require schools to develop curriculum to help prepare students to be safe and productive in an increasingly digital world. The standards include teaching digital fluency, which is the ability to evaluate technologies, transfer understanding to move fluidly between technologies, and create something new with technology. All curriculum decisions are made at the district level. The rapid rise of AI has researchers rushing to comprehend the implications of AI in the classroom for both students and teachers.
As we know, AI is becoming so popular. Everybody's talking about AI, but we really don't have a curriculum that we can teach about AI in classrooms.
Hazel Bay, assistant professor in the School of Education at UAlbany, is researching how AI can be taught in classrooms. She started this semester at UAlbany as part of their new AI Plus initiative, a holistic approach to integrating teaching and learning about AI across our academic and research programs. Students need to learn how the technology works so they can make informed decisions about how and when to use it, Bay says.
But so for this generation's media literacy, we call it, is really important, but now we call it AI literacy. So it's about how technically, the students can understand technically how things work, and also how to use it, but responsibly and with ethical considerations. So that is an AI literacy that I am really passionate about research to research. So media literacy, data literacy, and AI literacy, they are kind of go hand in hand now, because now every media is generated with AI.
Educators are getting creative and saving time on tasks with AI, such as to create lesson plans, build rubrics, and personalize assignments for students. Kevin Gogler is a professor of Spanish at Marist College. His research is in computer assisted language learning. He has used ChatGPT 4 to host a conversation between students and give real time feedback to students and help start a conversation in Spanish based on an image. Gogler says ChatGPT is changing his teaching methods and making him reconsider the ways he assesses his students.
In some ways, it raises the bar. One thing we talk about in education is differentiated learning, right? To really meet the students at their individual needs. And this tool is really, I see a lot of potential in being able to do that. It's probably not a valid assessment anymore to just ask them to write an essay in the old way. First, the technology, I think, will shift a lot of those tedious tasks you have as a teacher, the paperwork part, to be able to just spend more time talking to them like human beings, which is really what education should be about. So I think there is that potential. It's all my assessments now, and this was before AI. COVID had a lot to do with this as well. But I moved, my midterms and finals are all oral finals. I don't do any written midterms and finals.
There are educators who oppose AI technology in the classroom. Nearly half of educators who responded to a recent EdWeek Research Center survey said AI would have a negative or very negative impact on teaching and learning in the next 5 years. U.S. Department of Education's report cites concern over algorithmic discrimination and systemic unfairness in the learning opportunities or resources recommended to some populations of students. Administrators also have to ensure websites they use in their district comply with federal and state privacy laws, such as the Family Educational Rights Act and Education Law Section 2D in New York. Hazel Bay says there are several ethical considerations for educators and school administrators to consider before using the technology.
When you use AI, that means you are collecting a lot of data and you are tracking all the patterns. Then we have to know where does the data go and who has access and who has a right to use that. So there are lots of decisions to be made, for that data privacy. Who can read and, use that data, so that data becomes real big power.
According to a national poll by Common Sense Media released this spring, more than half, 58%, of students ages 12 to 18 have used ChatGPT. 85% of students surveyed believe that AI programs will have a positive impact on education. Logan Norton Lapsey, a senior at Pine Bush High School and student of Dan Edwards' Spanish class, used ChatGPT to draft his college essay after using the tool in class.
For me personally, when I was writing my college essay, I went to ChatGPT and plugged in my essay and had it, I just pretty much talked to it like a person, having it revise my essay. And it can do things that like other people can't necessarily do for me. And so when I did that, it gave me connections between topics, like for example, chess and engineering, two completely different topics I would have never saw the connection for, and it gave me that, and I was able to like, flesh it out and really work with it.
Nearly a third of college students have used ChatGPT to complete written homework assignments, with 60% saying they use the program on more than half of their assignments, according to a study published in January from the online magazine Intelligent. Jacob Gressens, a sophomore at Marist College and student in Kevin Gogler's class, says AI is not doing his learning for him.
I can do it myself, and I should do it myself. Like, this is why I'm here at school, is to like engage and be educated by people. So I don't know. I'm hesitant to like really incorporate AI into my life. We'll see where it goes and see like how much becomes part of like mainstream life.
The Center for Reinventing Public Education identified just 2 states, California and Oregon, that have offered official guidance to school districts on using AI in schools this fall. Another 11 states are in the process of developing guidance. New York is one of them. How policies are rolled out would be up to individual districts. So what would educators say to others who are interested in ChatGPT but wary of the impacts?
A lot of people are scared of AI right now for great reasons, because a student can go in and it'll just spit out, exactly what they want. But, if we can tweak it, like these GPTs, for example, we can get it to interact with the person to optimize the learning and not bypass it by just writing the essay for them or thinking for them.
As time passes, as AI becomes more intelligent, and as people start to use it more, by not using it, we're putting ourselves behind, and we're putting our students behind, because they're going to need to know how to use it. AI learns exponentially, right? And so it's only going to get more intelligent. It's only going to play more of a role in our lives. Every day we see new programs coming out. And so I think that it's not only something that can help us in the classroom, but it's something we really need to start implementing so that our students are prepared.
For more information on the benefits and challenges of using AI in classrooms, you can visit our website. That's at nynow.org.